Hi children, how are you? Hope you're doing good. And you're ready with your worksheets to write the words with G. Right? You have been learning A, B, C, D, E and F words so long. Today is the day for G. So let's get started. Yes? I cannot hear you. Yeah, that's great. Let's get started. Here we have the words G-O go, G-E-T get, G-O-D God, G-E-M gem, G-O-O-D good, G-A-P gap. So these are the 6 words in your worksheet which you have in the first row and the second one. So let's start doing it. Here we go. Start G on the third line, go up to the first, take a big capital C, come down to the fourth line, go in between second and the third, like O and turn it. Then let's repeat. Start on the third line, go up to the first line, a capital C, go up to the second line, come down to the fourth line, take a small loop, go out in between second and the third line, take a small another loop and open it up on the second line. That's go. Now, let's see how to write get. Start on the third line as usual G, take a curve, big curve like C, go to the second line, come down to the fourth, then E in between the second and the third, then T in between the third and the second. You mustn't touch the first line and then you have to put a line. Don't lift up your pencil until you complete writing the complete word. Then let's start from the third line G, take a big curve like C, go up to the second line, come down, take a loop, get to the second and third line between E, then T, go up but don't touch it. Don't lift your pencil until you complete the word. T and then a line. G-E-T, get. Then next word we have is God. Let's do it. Start on the third line. As usual, go up, take a big curve like C, come down onto the fourth line. G, O in between second and the third, and D, go up to the first line, but don't leave a gap, do a straight line and take a small tail. Let's repeat it. Start on the third line, go up to the first line, a big curve, come down to the fourth line, in between the second and the third line, write O, then D, go up, touch the first line, come down to the third and a small curve. In this line we have go, get and God. Let's go to the second line. We have small letter G. It's not starting with a capital letter, starting with a small letter. Write G and then E in between the second and third line and M also in between the second and the third line. Let's repeat. G just like A, but you will bring it down to the fourth line, then E in between the second and the third line, then M also in between the second and the third line and a small tail. Now, next word we have is G. O-O-D, good. Let's do it. G like A and then come down to the fourth line, take a curve and go up. O in between the second and third line. You need to write 2 O's without lifting your hand. D, go up to the first line, come down and take a curve. Then let's do it again. G just like A, but come down to the fourth line, take a loop, go up in between the second and third line, 2 O's and then D in between the second, third line, but a straight line going up to the first, coming down to the third and then a small tail. Let's do the next word, gap. G as usual in between second and third, going down to the fourth. A in between second and the third. P goes up to the fourth line. It will come down with a small loop, touching the fourth line, go back to the second, then take a curve like H and a tail. G-A-P gap. Let's repeat. G, then A in between second and the third line. P touches the first line, comes back with a loop to the fourth line, goes back to the second line with a curve and comes down to the third line with a small tail. Now, we have learned how to write the words. So, shall we repeat it, children? Repeat with me. G-O, go. Correct. G-O, go. Come on. G-E-T, get. Yeah, you have done it. G-E-T, get. Then G-O-D, God. G-O-D, God. Come on, I cannot hear you well. Yes, that's like good children. G-E-M, gem. G-E-M, gem. G-O-O-D, good. G-O-O-D, good. G-A-P, gap. G-A-P, gap. Now, let's see what's the meaning of these words. G-O, go. My little ones, it's like mom says, go to that room and bring your books for studying. Go to that room and bring your books for studying. Go to the kitchen and bring me a glass of water. Go. You have to go. Okay? That is the meaning. So, that means from here you are moving to another place, another room, another house, or another place. So, you are moving from here to somewhere, you are walking and going. Okay? Or whichever way you are going. Suppose you are going to the market. Go to the market and get some vegetables. So, you may go by walk, you may go by car, you may go by cycle, you may go by scooter. Go. You are moving. Then get. Get me a glass of water. Mama came tired from the shopping. Then she'll ask you, Beta, get me a glass of water. Get means bring me, bring or get me. Then we have God. There's no need to explain the word God, right? We all know. We pray morning, evening, whenever possible to our God. Whichever religion you are, you worship that God in the form of prayer. To whom? To the God, right? Yes. Whichever community, whichever religion we are, we pray to God because we are thankful to Him. That is G-O-D, God. Let's come on to the word gem. G-E-M, gem. Gem means what? Can you guess? Yes, that is right, my dear little girl. The stones which are there on your mama's ring. I got it. And even the stones or the color stones which are there on your bangle. Right. And sometimes which are there in the chain too. They are precious. They are very valuable. You need to spend lots of money to buy them. So valuable. Then we have the word good. When I say you're a good girl, you're a good boy, how do you feel? So happy. Isn't it? Yes. You are all good children because you do awesome work. That is, you're studying very well. Now, gap. I'll show you an example. The end of the board is here. I am standing here. There is a space between me and till the end. There is a space. The distance, that is called gap. The space between something, an object or a person or a thing or an animal and me who's standing here, there is a gap. Suppose you are sitting with your mom now and you are not touching her. There is little space between you and your mom. We can say there is a gap between you and your mom. Okay, children? I think you got it? Yes. So now let's see through the slides how to use these words to make proper sentences. It's going to be so interesting. Okay, children, let's get going. Children, now we have the word G-O, go. Can you repeat? G-O, go. Right. Once again, G-O, go. Correct. We'll see how to use this word to make a proper simple sentence. Here we have, did Bunny go to the jail? What do you see in this picture? He's in the jail dress. He's tied up over here. He's punished. He's in the jail. So the question says, did Bunny go to the jail? Did you go to the market? Did you go to my room? Did you go out? Go. We are using the word in simple sentences. We have another sentence about Bunny itself. Did Bunny go to sleep? You can see Bunny is struggling hard, putting the pillow, he's trying to close, he's rolling, he's opening, he's doing so many things. And his mom is asking, did Bunny go to sleep? Go to sleep means, are you sleeping? Then your mom also says, did you go to sleep? But still you'll be awake. No, mama. Then again she said, come on, go to sleep. Same thing. Now, we have the words with G-E-T, get. Please, can you repeat, my little ones? G-E-T, get. Yes, that's it. G-E-T, get. Let's see how to frame a sentence using this word. Please get me a glass of milk. You can see somebody is pouring a glass of milk, right? Means to give it to somebody. Please get me a glass of milk. When Papa is going to office, he says, please get me my socks. So he is in a hurry. He is not able to take. Get me my socks, beta. Get means give me. Then Mama is going to work. She says, please get me the car key. You'll get it. Means you're giving it. So there are so many examples which we find. Get me a glass of water, get me my key, get me my dress, get me some shoes, get me some fruits. So the word we use the word get in different ways. Now, he will get us into trouble. He's saying that this person or this boy or girl, he will get us into trouble. That means he means boy. We know that it's a boy. He will get us into trouble. Why? You know these are Toy Story toys. So the potato is telling who invited that kid. Means all the toys are scared because he's a rough child. So they are saying he will get us into trouble. Means suppose for example, teacher is explaining. Two kids are there in the class. You are supposed to write in your worksheet. Instead, one child is writing very nicely and the other child is going on poking him or going on taking his pencil. Means some trouble is there, right? That means the other child who is good will say, this child will always get me into trouble. That means it's troubling, getting into trouble. Get, give me trouble. The next, we are going to learn the word God. We all know what is God, right? We all love Him. You may be a Hindu, you may be a Muslim, you may be a Christian. But what do? We pray to God. We love Him so much, isn't it? So let us see how to frame sentences using the word God. See this, there's a person, he is using the word, thank God I won. That means this man has participated in taken part in a competition and he won it and is so happy. It's like, for example, you are given a competition in the school. Running race. You like running race, right? Running race. So, in that running race, you came first. What do? You'll say, thank God I won it. You will tell it to your friends. Then you'll go and tell it to your mama, Dada, thank God I won it. God. We thank God for making us to win. So, let's see another word. Thank God we found you. You know, this little child was missing. He went out to play to his friend's house without telling his mom. Mom is so worried. Then when his uncle brought him home, Mama is saying, thank God we found you. Means she is thanking God for bringing back the child. Thank God. Then we have the word gem. As I told you, gem is very precious. We use it in rings, we use it in bangles, we use it in earrings, we use it in chains. So many varieties, whichever way each one wants. So let's see how to make a sentence with it. G-E-M, gem. It's a precious big gem, right? Wow! What a lovely gem! So surprised to see such a big gem. It's not this much or this much or this much. It's big. Wow! When you say wow, like you are surprised, you use the word exclamatory mark. Wow! What a lovely gem! Then we have, she has a ring with a big gem. She has a ring. And mama has, dada has, auntie, uncles, everybody has. Mostly all of them have a ring. So on that ring, this person is having a big gem. Big one. So many gems are there. White and pink. But on the top, it is a big one and it is shining brightly. She has a ring with a big gem. Then, let's go for the word good. When I call you, John, you're a good boy. Maria, you're a good girl. Regina, you're a good girl. Ryan, you're a good boy. Come on, good, you can do it. Gia, you can do it. You're a very good girl. So, when we say such things, how do you feel? Happy, right? So, this word is very important to you, isn't it? So, let's see how to frame sentences using this word. My dad has done a great job, good job. So, dad has gone to his office and there he was given a big work to do, a big project, and he has done in an excellent way. And all his office mates, people in the office are all telling, great job. My dad has done a good job. Means you are telling Dada, Dada, you have done a good job. Mama, you have done a good job. Then Papa comes home, he sees you writing, or Mama comes home from work, they see you writing beautifully. What does they say? Wow, what a good job you have done today. Congrats, isn't it? What a good job you have done today. That's a appreciation. Then let's see next. We have, Mom and Aunt said, good job. They came from out, they seen your worksheet, wonderfully written, so pretty just like you, and they are so happy. They said, wow, beta, you have done a good job. Right? The next. We have the word gap. G-A-P, gap. Now my little children, gap. As I explained you, suppose there are two things. For example, we have a pen and a pen's cap. So, this pen is in this hand. The cap is in left hand. So, there is a space between these right hand and the left hand. there is a space that is called as a gap. Okay, and then you might, these are my two palms. Okay, one is here, one is here. There is a space between the right palm and the left palm. So what happens? Gap between the left and the right palm, space between the palms. Okay. There is a gap between Hoodie and Buzz. You know these two are Toy Story characters. One is Hoodie, one is Buzz. So they both are standing here. There is a gap between them. There is a space between them. There is gap between Hoodie and Buzz. Next we have, there is no gap in the line. There is no gap in the line. All the people are standing in a line here. So many people. They are touching each other and standing. They are close, close, close. That means gap is not there. There is no gap in the line. Next, finally, I just want to recap all the words what we have studied. Now, I want you all to repeat after me 3 times. So, put your pencils down, hold your hands tight and look up onto the screen. Let's get started. G-O, go. Come on, G-O, go. G-O, go. Right. G-E-T, get. G-E-T, get. G-E-T, get. Right. Well done, children. G-O-D, God. G-O-D, God. G-O-D, God. Good, children. G-E-M, gem. G-E-M, gem. G-E-M, gem. Correct. Well done, kids. Next we have G-O-O-D, good. G-O-O-D, good. G-O-O-D, good. Right. Next we have G-A-P, gap. G-A-P, gap. G-A-P, gap. Wow! Well done. And now, you are going to use these words every day when you are studying with your mummy and papa. When you sit for studies, speak only in English using these words what you have learned from A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Other time you can speak your own convenient language. When you sit for study, speak only in English with mama and papa. Then you will become the best English speakers. Right, children? Then, thank you. Bye-bye.